Welcome back to Observer System Redux. We came across the killer, if you remember last time. We checked into his mind. We've found out he did all these augmentations to himself to make himself look like a wolf. I guess he felt that empowered him since he was teased, ridiculed, bullied for being different, and this was his way of striking back. However, we also found out that he wasn't in control, that somebody else was pulling the strings through the power of suggestion, through mind manipulation, that really the serial killer was just doing the bidding of someone else. Sort of like maybe we would hire a contract killer, I guess. So they put themselves in that situation, and then so if you come down here you get another card. So we're going to go on to try and figure out to try and find out who was controlling him. Now this is a horror walking simulator by Blueber, which is a Polish development team. We are very close to the end, believe it or not. I'm not sure if any of these doors, don't think any of these doors would change. It's very dark here. Because they have changed this. This was originally done a couple of years ago, but they've remade it. So no, it looks all the same to tell you the truth. So this is kind of a blind run on the basis that even though I've done the original, I how do I know if that worked? I'm missing something here. Okay, so it's a bit more complicated, but it looks. Oh, can I not take these out anymore? Oh, I must have got that correct then. Okay.
It's never that simple.
No. Okay. What am I missing here? I definitely can't clip these. Ah, okay, right, yeah.
The fuse is busted.
Ah, yeah.
You need to find a spare.
Okay, right. Now I remember. So it's been a while since I've done that. Okay, so we find the fuse over here. I think the game kind of... It's not the fuse I want, I don't think. I think the game kind of forces you to come twice. No. Yeah, normally the game causes you to go twice. Unless if you can pick. So on. 35A, that sounds better.
Let's fire it up.
Okay, here we go. So that's a little bit of a puzzle mechanic suddenly added in the game. Whoops. Didn't do that right. Okay. Right, here we go.
Let's get out of here.
Huh, okay. I was just seeing if that's changed anything. I think there's a picture in here. Maybe the middle one. Okay, again, all the developers gave themselves nanophage as an Easter egg. So it looks pretty cool. Nothing really here. this door open now? No. Gotta go backwards. And again, what we don't know is someone's... we're an observer, we're a police officer that's able to jack into people's minds using augmentation. What we don't know is someone has already jacked into ours. And this is a simulated reality based on the fact of all the things that we've already jacked into everyone that we can. We don't realise that. We think we're still jacking into them, we're not. And now we go over. And no? Oh, there. There we go. I'll turn the sound up for myself. Technically, that's where I'm supposed to go. Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go. Just looking to see if there's anything else here. I don't think there. Let's have a look down this pathway. Oh, there's a card here somewhere. Here. Pretty cool. I think there should be a website where you can give yourself a nanophage. Surprising that there's nothing else. Again, this is all the basement area, the holding where you're able to put your goods because the apartments upstairs are just too small. Okay. So now we're crawling around in the sewers. This is kind of where... How do I duck now? This is kind of where the serial killer was holding up. So you're supposed to go to the left there. I'm going to ignore it. I need to come to this area. To get the card here. Oh, didn't even look at that one. Sorry, clicked it too quickly. Alright, so now we're basically in the serial killer's lair. That was the same graphic template as the one we just saw. I guess when you're playing this for the first time, was I scared? No, not really. I kind of wanted to look around quite a bit, so I wasn't scared. I mean, it was maybe one or twice I kind of jumped, but not really. Wouldn't think so. And this is
What a place. Hard to believe anyone could live here.
Yep. This is where the Wolfman lived. Vitamedursky or something. He evidently didn't like the looks of himself.
A splicer, a lunatic, and a junkie. Perfect combo.
So I think that's fundamental, that thing there, because regardless of the mind control, the drugs were having another effect as well on the serial killer. So regardless of what the person pulling the strings was trying to do, I don't think he had control in all aspects. Can you analyze these things? And he evidently used to take out different masks each night. We have another computer. Alright, let's go look at the last computer. Hey, managed to nab a new client. Guy's interested in pre-war transmitting equipment and he's got the dough to pay for it. Doesn't need to be mint, but it has to be in working condition. Here's a list of what he's looking for. So you get that sort of stuff. I'm counting on you, buddy. Don't screw this up. So the serial killer was basically in the salvaging side of things, and he must just go through the bins, and then once he's gone through the bin and collected it, he hands it over to this guy Rob, who then sells it. Victor, the parts you sent me last week were useless. I managed to salvage the antenna, but the receiver was busted beyond repair, and the rest was rusted up to all hell. Where do you even get this stuff? Did you dig it out of the trash? Needless to say, the client's not paying for this crap. I had to offer him a discount on my premium stuff, just to keep us in business. You're on thin ice, my furry friend. You pull a stunt like that again, and you'll have to look for a new dealer. Okay. Victor, this freakish charade needs to stop now. Mum and Dad are terrified, and I don't blame them. The whole splicing obsession is one thing, but the packages you've been sending them, whatever you think they did to you, this is cruel and unusual. Vic, you're my brother. So Vic had a sister, and I'll love you even if you decide to grow an extra leg and set of horns. But please, leave Mum and Pup out of it. If you want them to accept you for who you are, just talk to them. Help them understand. I know you're not delusional, so please get back to your family. We're not your enemies. Hoping to hear from you soon. Anchor. And we know he used to leave packages of dead birds, sort of as a calling card. So, the fact that he was living at his parents', did he want to kill his parents? I'm not sure. Hey buddy, I got your message. Frankly, it couldn't have come at a worse time. These past few months have been pretty hard. Eliza is out of a job again, and with a baby on the way, so I've been pulling double shifts to save up some dough. We want to have the little one spliced as soon as it gets here. In other words, sorry, but I just don't have that kind of money. It's not that I don't trust you. I know you'd pay me back. I just can't help you this time. Hope you'll figure something out. Hang in there, Matt. Ain't your parents rich or something? I hear they've moved to a B district. Can't you just ask them for a loan? Okay. Dear Sir, we at Ballard Genetics and Augmentations are deeply saddened by the fact that you are unsatisfied with the results of your gene splicing therapy. BCA employs only the best experts in their field and uses state-of-the-art equipment in order to meet all of our patients' needs. However, we fully acknowledge our patients' right to have immensely high expectations, even if objectively speaking they would be found unrealistic. While we are unable to provide you with the specific details regarding your treatment, we would like to remind you that in cases requiring the use of genetic material from extinct species, in the instance Canis lupus, that was canine, I think, experts compose unique strains obtained from our gene library. Unfortunately, we are not able to provide you with a list of donor species or to confirm or deny whether a given species was used in the procedure. We would also like to remind you that the aforementioned facts were stated in no uncertain terms in the pre-procedural contract. Finally, we feel obliged to inform you that malicious DNA tampering is a very serious accusation, one that should not be levelled lightly. Unless one has strong evidence to support their claim, any unfounded accusations against BCA made publicly or in further correspondence will be seen as slanderous and met with decisive legal action. Okay, so, well, that's interesting stuff just there. The natural alternative. We talked to John Sebastian Ballard, which I would guess is that CEO of that company. Okay, Ballard Genetic. On the future of personalised modification and the fear of change. Mr. Ballard, please call me John. John, let me present you a hypothetical situation. Let's say your son turns 18 and he comes to you and says, Dad, I don't feel comfortable with my body. I'm going to go to the nice folks at BG&A and have them grow tentacles on my face. That's a Cthulhu reference, I guess. Well, if he had the means to pay for the treatment, I would assume him to be a very smart young man, so I would gladly hear him out and do my best to understand his decision. You're dodging the question. I'm merely pointing out how unfair it is. It's always easy for rabble-rousers to say, what if it was your kids? But in truth, this conversation has been going on for hundreds of years. When the cybernetic revolution came about, there were people saying that we were all doomed, that we're gone too far. 100 years ago, a transgender person would be shunned as a misfit, as a freak of nature, which thankfully seems outlandish by today's standards. There will always be people out there who fear change. But what if we reach a point where the rabble-rousers, and thanks for that, by the way, will be right? Is there a limit? Is gene splicing it? A very wise man once said that for us to be afraid of genetic research was akin to the ancient Chinese being afraid to fly kites because one day they might be crashing planes. I believe this sentence to be true even today. In terms of shaping our genome, we have barely scratched the surface. And yet, it's being promoted as a hot new trend. We're seeing teenagers risk their lives by making these irreversible changes. Not at BG&A. We only treat consenting adults. That's all well and good, but technology is out there, isn't it? The cat's out of the bag. Come now, Tom. Are you really going to make me use the guns don't kill people argument? I'm only wondering if you think it's responsible to promote it as a fashion statement. Please, you said it yourself. The treatment is reversible and does involve a degree of risk, albeit small. Do you actually think anyone would make a life-altering decision of that caliber on a whim? You keep using the word treatment. Why? Because that's precisely what it is. Not really, though. I mean, it doesn't treat any illness. Of course it does. Frankly, I'm a bit shocked to explain this to you, Tom. When you speak of illness, you're clearly thinking of purely physical ailments. I'm certainly not trying to offend you, but I think it's fair to call that mindset medieval. So you're saying turning someone into a genetic hybrid is a form of psychotherapy. I'm saying that anything that helps a person feel at home in their body should not be instantly discarded. So we should just jump in with both feet. Is there no place for healthy skepticism? I rarely find skepticism healthy. More often than not, it's a refuge for the prejudiced and the closed-minded. All I can ask for is not to vilify that which we don't understand. Do you consider yourself a prophet of change? I consider myself tired. It's been a very busy week. In that case, I'll let you rest. Thank you for your interview. Thank you for having me. Wow, okay. And so he was splicing canine genes in his body. And these are the before and after photos, I guess, of Victor. What he was purposely requesting. And we got final sword. Last one. Alright, this is probably going to take me a while to work out because I have no idea what I'm doing here. I've got to get to that lady. Wow, okay, I really have... Actually, how do I do this? I've got to get that. I have no idea what I've done already. Alright. Is there any way to loop there? It's going to be a very strange loop. Okay, that works. I haven't got another sword. Really? Yeah. Okay. So. I'm gonna have people follow me anyway, so chance there. Okay, and that will give me the extra sword. Right. Okay, here we go. That was the missing mechanic of what I had to do. Okay, so now I have two swords. And still got a sword. Okay. So I finished that pretty easy. Alright. There we go. Sorry about that little. Alright, so that's that done. That's that computer done with. How do I get out of the computer? So he used to leave all these not really great living conditions. This is where the guy used to live. There's a card there. You can see how he's taken on the whole persona of the werewolf.
He came to me again, the man from the looking glass. His voice is soothing, like leaves rustling in the wind. He's the only one who understands, the only one who cares. He made me see what I was lacking, what I must do. But what he's asking, am I strong enough? Of course I am. That's the coward Victor talking again. Enough talk. Ugly human words hurt my throat. I can barely get them out anymore. It's time to act.
So basically somebody was playing along with this persona that he was making and was giving him a kill list. And here we have
No. Oh, God. No. This can't be happening. It's not fucking happening.
Dad?
What the hell?
Dad? Are you there?
What kind of a sick game is this?
Dad, I'm still alive. The head. Don't connect to it.
Adam? Adam, are you there?
I need your help. There's a place through here. It's called Sanctuary.
Adam? Adam? Just try to call me back. God damn it.
So if you could copy and paste your mind, your whole psychology, what I guess we class as consciousness, our soul, into another body, into the web, could you exist? And Adam copied and pasted himself. Now he told us not to tap into this because we'll find out that it's a trap when we actually hack into it. It's a trap not meant for us. It's a trap actually that Adam put into his own mind for Adam. It's or maybe it's a trap that he put into his mind to stop anyone from jacking into it. But ultimately, Adam is conscious, since he copied and pasted himself, that there was a trap there. But we're going to do it anyway. So, our son did die. He's been decapitated, and now we're going to find out how. Well, the fact that the head's inside. We cut it. That's it. No. Oh, hang on. So, okay, that's interesting. So this is Adam working. Again, look at all the birds. Working at Chiron. So we're going through our son's brain now. Our son's pattern. Now there's a card on the floor there. You want to pick it up now because you won't have a chance later on. Quite snazzy. I can't hack it. No, I just got it. No matter where you put it, just goes. And now we're at home. Now, this is where Vita. This is where Adam used to live. Again, notice the bike. Again, why Adam could relate to Vita. And here's the trap. Welcome to Adam's memory protection system. You see this because you want to see things that I don't want you to see. Please sit tight and enjoy your last ride. Ready? Steady? Die. So basically, if he can kill us while we're inside the brain, then we don't get out. Okay, they've updated the graphics a little bit here. Watch your head. So the idea is to move around, basically just move around in a square, and hopefully you don't get hit. The longer you are able to last, more likely you'll get an achievement. It is not easy because it just everything. I got hit once. And then you get another game where you just got to turn left or right and miss everything. Again, not easy. As you can see, it gets really fast. How are you supposed to miss all that? Supposed to stop. Okay. And just follow the car is the best way of going about this one. This is the last of the series. I don't think he can actually even really die here. I think it's just made for a scare tactic. Go backwards. There we go. Nearly lost it. Oh, and then the car hits me? Yeah, the car hits.
Warning. Desynchronization imminent. Administer medication.
Now we're really, really close to losing our mind completely. We've just jumped into too many people's minds. Again, this sharing a consciousness would never be a good thing. I guess we weren't designed to be able to do that. And this really shows you that whole... It'd be like, imagine you're putting two computer hard drives together. Chaos is going to happen. Like the coding's just going to suddenly attack each other. So, yeah. I'll need to check in actually while I'm here.
Yes.
Clear up.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
So once you've opened this, that's it. You're now going down, further down into the cellar, the basement, the sewers. Again, because we've going through a simulated reality, we're actually going to be morphing again the monster. How do I... Okay. Smooth. What's where I was supposed to... What's going on here? Ah, okay. Gotta move this. I've changed it a little bit so it's not as obvious. So there you have the nanophage champion, which is actually us. Again, it's Adam's view of us. We are a monster to him. And because he's checked into our mind, evidently we're seeing that. What am I supposed to press here? I'm trying to get out of the sewer system. The question is do we really jack out of that mine? Well, we never really kind of jacked into it in the first place, to tell you the truth. Which might explain why we might have solved it. Might have been able to get through it without... Oh, that's going backwards, okay. I was just trying to work out. So I know there's some cards here as well. Really? Oh, here's one. Again, look for the yellow nanophage sticker. That graphic was a bit strange. I mean, as walking simulators go, they've really, create atmosphere. Whatever. I mean, I guess the atmospheres are unsettling to unnerve you, and the artists have really done that. But they don't keep you there, they keep pushing you in and back through that situation. I guess good horror games do that. They reset you and then they go back to it. So, and we're back into the real world again. So there's a card over here. That's a sanctuary. So let's cut over here. I think you can play the piano. This is the ending, people. This is it. As soon as I walk through those doors, that will be the ending. But if you have missed cards, and I probably have, you can easily get to them by... No, they've locked this now. In the other one you can actually just open that, but they've locked it on purpose so you can't go back there anymore. I guess now they have a new save system, they can do that because it's easier to get the cards that you need. In the last game the save system was terrible, so you'd actually have to play the whole game again if you missed a card. So they have done a better job of that. So join me next time as we go through the ending. Until then, bye for now.